I had 2 interviews at Dordt. The first one was in 1999 in the fall. I think it was November. And I got here in time for the concert, the fall concert. And I was asked wonderful questions. I'd never been asked questions like that before about my understanding of Reformed faith and of a Christian or Reformed approach to literature. And I thought, well, that's nice to be asked that. But I thought these people they seem to do more than just talk about God. And they seem to be more focused and Reformed. So I thought this is a good fit. So I've gotten to teach lots of wonderful courses and learned just incredible amounts on the way. So it's been a joyride.
When I think of Mary Dengler, I don't know why, I just think of her office. You know, I've sat in there and had talks with her, but I know that in her 19 years of teaching at Dordt College, literally probably thousands, maybe tens of thousands of hours have been spent in the office with students, one-on-one, maybe talking about a paper, maybe talking about a research project, maybe talking about going to grad school, or just talking about life. And Mary is just patient and gracious, and that office has been a place of, I think, challenge and comfort and joy and friendship for many, many students throughout her career.
For me, this is what differentiates Dr. Dengler, and every student that has passed across our class would tell you it is beyond the grammatical correction, it is beyond the essays and presentation. It is really a spirit that she instills into you, and you can see that, you know, from the very onset that you walk into our class, that this is beyond a job for her.
What I'll miss is she has a passion for things like the English novel, for women writers in general, for things Kuyperian. I think she's one of the leaders here, has been in that, in what's sort of central to what's important to us at Dordt, and bringing that, especially into the arts and the humanities. She's been a really strong advocate for those things. So those are important, and those are things I'll miss about her.
I'll just pretty much miss the whole life, college life. Yeah, it's in my blood. It's been there, and so I'm not sure, you know, what the next step is, but I will carry a lot of this with me when I go. Yeah.
I think one of the ways God gifted Mary is she loves deep thinking. And when she came to Dordt, I think what she really wanted to do was to be able to think theoretically, deeply, get into the complexity of thought, and thought about what would an honors program look like at Dordt College. And so thinking about it with the Kuyperian worldview, founded the Kuyper Scholars Program and was one of the people to do that, and has carried on that legacy throughout her career.
She, in essence, quote unquote, coaches or directs a group, KSP, with at least as much, maybe more time than other programs. But she does so without an audience.
I know Dr. Dengler because of KSP. And so I met her my freshman year, first semester in KSP 151, and then she's kind of been a mentor and a guide throughout the rest of my time here at Dordt. Dr. Dengler is like none other. She's the Edna Mode of the English department. She believes in you no matter what. She holds you to a high expectation. And that's something that's difficult for a lot of students, but she just really believes in you, and she's willing to invest the time, the energy. I mean, I changed my major. She kind of challenged me in my own thought, and she challenged me to be better and to develop better relationships and to pursue what I wanted to, but also giving some realistic input, which I always really appreciated about her.
You know, Dordt has this John Calvin Award, and Mary's been given that award in recognition by her colleagues and by students of the way in which she's taken a Reformed world and life view and made it come alive in her teaching at Dordt.
And one of the things I have loved about Dordt is not just working with the students, who are just amazing, but also with faculty from different departments, in the division, out of the division, and my own department. And there should be a sign, as in Dante's Hell, abandon all hope, ye who enter here. I think at our department, abandon all depression, ye who enter here. Because when you go in, there's intense study going on, there's instant therapy, there's outrageous humor, And we just have been very collegial throughout the years, which has been wonderful.
It's been a pleasure. She's been just a terrific colleague over the years. One of the things I admire about her is her dedication. She's just really dedicated to her students and to the college and also to her colleagues in really remarkable ways. So it's been fun to work with her in those ways and to just sort of see her dedication to everything she does. She takes on lots of things and does things really well with a lot of aplomb. So it's just in that way, it's just been delightful to work with her.
Dordt College has a journal, Pro Rega, that's read all over the world. And Mary's been the editor of that throughout her career here at Dordt, and many hours of editorial work there, seeking authors, encouraging people to publish in Pro Rega. And that's something I'm very grateful for.
My husband and I had lived in Michigan, we lived in Nevada, we lived in Florida, we lived in Tennessee. But he's always been thrilled with my teaching here, my position here. He wanted me to stay here as long as I could. And he's made friends here in the faculty at Dordt. So it's been a real good experience for both of us, not just for me. Yeah.
Mary's been around Chattanooga and Grand Rapids and Las Vegas and California, but interestingly, I think she would say that Dordt and the community that she has in Sioux Center has really become her home, and she's embraced it, and I think been enfolded in community as well.
Because this retirement was rather a surprise for me as well as everybody else, I think. Here comes some interesting other side of life. I have a son. He's about 49 now, and I put him up for adoption when I was in college. He's a wonderful person. He's a Christian. He's a successful man, a wonderful wife, and we have plans to co-write a book together. And he wants to tell our story. He's thrilled that I did not abort him, and he wants it to be something that will inspire other people. I've been thinking about that book, which will be probably co-authored. And I have a number of research projects on female writers that I admire. We'll see what happens. Probably leave a foot here in Sioux Center and plant a foot in the West somewhere. We'll probably live in both places. Yeah.
So Dr. Dengler, as all your students have always called you, I just wish you God's blessings in what He has next for you and Ed.
I thank you so much for your strength. I see it in you, and it's amazing to watch you even walk across campus and you're just head in the clouds but still have such purpose and energy. And you've been a really good mentor, and thank you so much for all you've done, and I hope that your next step of life is rewarding and fulfilling.
Thank you for founding the Kuyper Scholars Program. Thank you for faithfully being in your office to have conversations with students.
Over my 4 years here, I've had a lot of teachers, but I've only had 3 coaches, and one of them is Dr. Dengler.
Thank you for raising the bar on excellence in all you've done at Dordt College.
I just am so appreciative of the time and effort that you've put into each of your students and believing in us when we didn't even think we could do it.
And I'll miss you. I'll miss you so much.
And now as you transition into what He has next for you, I wish you God's blessings.
And I tell my students, don't just try to get through a day, really take each day as another gift, because I think just being alive, as James K. Smith said, is a gift of grace, and then everything that happens to you while you're alive is either another measure of grace or is preparing you for more grace. So value your time here, whether you're faculty or a student, because the days are short and you look back on them and you think, it's been wonderful, and to treasure the time that you have here.